Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We will just wait one more minute for the people that they would like to join us, and we will start soon. Hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I will probably very, very slowly start as we are already after 4. So, hello, good afternoon. Welcome at the next Info Day for VRISE project. My name is Jana Droškova and I work as a project manager and head of business development at the BPI France Euroquity. I'm here today with my colleagues Alex Lecoq from BPI France as well, from Euroquity team, and Joanna Pereira from Fast Track, a coordinator of VRISE project. Today's session, we will introduce you a new opportunity for the women-led startups, especially in deep tech and in specific verticals, but you will discover all. Here you can see agenda. So first we will start with the overview, with the application process, the selection process. We will as well do a family picture, so please stay with us until that time. And in the second half of the webinar, we will give you floor to ask all of your questions that you may have for the VRISE project. So I would give a floor to Joanna to present you the VRISE initiative, VRISE project.
Thank you, Jana. So hello, everyone, and welcome to the VRISE Info Day. My name is Joana Pereira from Fast Track, and I'm very happy to be here with all of you. So we are going through some information about the program. So first of all, who are we? So VRISE is the EU-funded project with the main goal to empower underrepresented female entrepreneurs in the areas of GreenTech, AgriTech, and ClimateTech through a strategic blend of funding and tailored support. And the project aims to amplify the market presence of high-potential women-led startups, particularly from emerging European economies. So VRISE is formed by a consortium of 5 European entities. So Fast Track Ventures, based in Portugal, is a VC firm focusing on deep tech, working closely with the ventures to support entrepreneurs to become investment ready. Then we have G-Force, based in Slovakia. It's a pre-seed VC investment fund for ClimateTech startups. Toro Ventures, based in Spain, is a financial advisory and strategic business consultancy company. Suntech Park, based in Lithuania, which is a non-profit organization committed to fostering entrepreneurship, advancing clean tech, and promoting digitalization. And last but not least, BPI France, which is the French Public Investment Bank. So following this initial presentation about the project, we will now focus on the program itself. So VRISE is looking for female-led startups in the sectors of green tech, AgriTech, and ClimateTech. So who is eligible to participate in this program? So basically women-led startups, and this means a company compliant with the SME definition provided by the European Union, with a woman as co-founder, CEO, CTO, or CSO at the time of application. Companies operating in the fields of green tech, agri-tech, and ClimateTech. Deep tech startups, so meaning that the startup must show evidence of development of advanced and disruptive technologies. Companies funded before the 1st of January 2024. And startups must be legally established in the EU member states or associated countries, and preference will be given to moderate and emerging innovator countries, and at least 60% of the participants should come from these countries. The applicants must also meet one of the transversal criteria, either the maturity level, so with a product market fit with a TRL 6 to 8 and validated by initial clients, or the funding stage, so the company must have raised at least 300K in public or private funding. And the applicants shall meet all these eligibility criteria for the entire program duration. So the next slide here shows some details of moderate and emerging innovator countries as defined by the European Innovation Scoreboard. So please note that this classification is on at national level, not regional level. So this means it's a country-based classification. Regarding the sectors, as we mentioned, we are looking for deep tech startups in these three sectors. So just a quick overview of each one. So AgriTech refers to the application of advanced technologies and digital solutions to enhance agriculture practice, improve productivity, sustainability, and efficiency, as well as reduce the environmental impact, including the impact on biodiversity. And this includes, for example, precision farming, smart irrigation, alternative proteins, vertical farming, and bio-based solutions. On the other hand, GreenTech refers to innovative technologies and business models that promote environmental sustainability, improve resource efficiency, and reduce negative ecological impacts. And this includes, for example, renewable energy solutions, energy efficiency, circular economy, sustainable materials, water conservation, and waste management. And finally, ClimateTech refers to technologies, solutions, and innovations aimed at mitigating climate change, reducing carbon emissions, and enhancing climate resilience. And this includes, for example, carbon capture, climate smart infrastructures, climate finance, and nature-based solutions. Okay, now looking into the We Rise journey, the program will support in total 40 startups in 2 cohorts, so 20 startups in each open call, and has a total of 1.2 million euros of financial support to third parties. The program is structured in 2 phases, and we will see more details about them in the next slides. So the first phase of the We Rise project program is the nurture phase, and here we will select 20 startups that will enter a 3-month support program. So during this period, the startups will develop a strategic action plan, which is a roadmap tailored to each startup's growth objectives. And they will also benefit from specialized training workshops on topics such as investment readiness, market expansion, product development, and regulatory frameworks. A curated learning nuggets library offering bit-sized, on-demand insights that startups can access anytime. Dedicated business coaching, so each startup is assigned to a personal coach from our expert partners, and collaborative peer learning through roundtables and review sessions. For phase 2, the bloom phase, We Rise will select 10 of the most promising startups from the initial 20 selected in phase 1. And this acceleration stage will have a 4-month duration, and startups will move from planning to execution, with a strong focus on investor matchmaking, stakeholder engagement, and strategic business development. So during this period, the startups will implement the strategic action plan, focus again on product development, market expansion, and investor engagement. And they will also benefit from one-on-one business coaching, advanced workshops, investor matchmaking activities, and networking market exposure through matchmaking sessions and the showcase and investor demo day. Okay, so besides the support showed in the previous slides, the select startups will also receive funding. So for phase 1, 20 startups will receive 5,000 euros each that will be paid upon the signature of the sub-grant agreement. And for phase 2, the 10 selected startups will receive 50K that will be paid in accordance with a payments distribution. So this means that 50% will be paid with the sub-grant agreement signature, 40% will be paid after the midterm checkpoint, and the final 10% will be paid after the participation on the showcase event, which represents the end of the support program. So how can the startups use this funding support? So for phase 1, the 5,000 euros can cover for participation to international events, conference, exhibitions, and fairs, and the travel expenses to attend to these events, as well as meeting with investors and other stakeholders. For phase 2, the funding support can be used for the development of the product, technology improvement, demonstration activities, access to infrastructures involving end users or testers in the product development, growth hacking experiments, developing of new business models, marketing and branding costs as well, sales efficiency, pricing model, feasibility and market studies, and business development, as well as, again, the participation to international events and travel expenses associated to those. Okay, so now we move to the application process, and I leave the floor to Alex.
Thank you, Joanna. Hello, everyone. So I'm Alex from Euroquity BPI France. So now I will quickly go through the application process, but it's quite easy, you'll see. So the first step is to join the greenhouse community on the Euroquity platform. So you can right now scan the QR code with your phone, and you'll be able to join the community. Otherwise, we'll send everything, like the recording of the meeting, the presentation, and every links after the meeting tomorrow morning, I think. So you'll have access to everything. The second step is to register by creating a profile on Euroquity or login if you already have an account. Then you have to ask to join the greenhouse community. So you can you might expect a short delay because I have to check your company and your profile before accepting you in the community. And just for your information, it's named Greenhouse and not We Rise, because we would like to keep this community active even after the end of the program. We will organize some webinars, maybe some pitch, and even if you're not accepted and not part of the We Rise program, you'll access, like we'll share some interesting opportunities for you if you're a member of the greenhouse community. Once you have been approved by me in the community, you can apply to the open call, and so it will lead you directly to this application form. So you have to complete the different sections. Before submitting the form, you have to download the declaration of owner. You can find the templates in the data room section of the greenhouse community, so on the Euroquity website. Then you have to sign it and upload it in the form before submit the form. And just for your information, you can start filling the form and like save it and go back later to if you have to ask your colleagues and or to find any information. And then we will review your application with our evaluation committee. But I will let Joanna explain you the selection process.
Thank you, Alex. Okay, so I will explain now how the selection process works. So the selection process was designed to ensure fairness, transparency, and adherence to the principles of inclusivity and impartiality throughout the program. And this same process will be applied to both phases of the open call. So the first step is the submission and initial review. So applications are submitted through the Rockaty platform, as Alex explained. And then the eligibility check team will review all applications for compliance with the eligibility criteria. The following step is the assignment of evaluators. So the applications will be distributed among the evaluation committee members, and each application is assigned to 2 evaluators for an independent review. Following this is the scoring of the application. So the evaluators will access the applications based on predefined evaluation criteria, and the scores and justifications will be recorded in standardized templates. Step 4 is the consensus meeting. So if there are discrepancies between the evaluator scores, the evaluators and the evaluation committee chair will meet to discuss and resolve the differences, and the final score is determined through consensus. The next type is the final selection. So all applications will be ranked based on their final scores, and the top ranked proposals meeting the required quotas are selected to the program. And the final step is the feedback and results communication. So all applicants will receive the evaluation feedback. I would like also to mention again that the possibility to apply for the phase 2 of the We Rise support program is reserved only to the startups selected for the phase 1 that have completed the 3-month intensive support program and developed their strategic action plan as well. Okay, so now some more information about the evaluation criteria. So for phase 1, there are 3 main evaluation criteria. The first one is the alignment to the We Rise objectives. The second one is related with the review of the application form. So here the evaluators will analyze the team, so the team composition, their skills, experience, and so on. The excellence and innovation, so the level of innovation within the market and how the project is novel, the TRL level of the product, etc. And the impact, so the market definition and sizing, the competitive landscape, and the scalability of the business model. And then the final criteria is the review of the ERL assessment, so evidence connected with the results of the ERL assessment. So all criteria have the same weight, and the maximum score obtainable here is 15. So just a quick note about the investment readiness level assessment. So this is a self-assessment to evaluate the investment readiness of the startups, where we will ask applicants to provide quantitative data, quantitative scores to a set of questions within the topics of entrepreneurial idea and innovation, team, product or service, market, impact, and finance. Okay, for phase 2, there are 2 main evaluation criteria. So the first one is the alignment, again, to the We Rise objectives. And the second one is the completeness and coherence of the strategic action plan that was developed in phase 1. Again, all criteria have the same weight, and the maximum score here is 10. And now just a quick overview here also about the strategic action plan. So the main components of this roadmap are the goals that should be clear and measurable, the strategy development, so meaning the pathway to achieve these goals, an action plan, including actionable steps, responsible parties, and timelines, the performance indicators, so a set of KPIs to measure the progress, and finally, a realistic implementation timeline with milestones. Okay, now I'll leave the floor again to Alex.
Thank you. So yeah, it's just a quick sum up of what we said. So a quick timeline. The open call was launched officially on March 12th. It will close on May 14th. So you still have approximately 1 month to apply to the WeRise program. So I would recommend to start as soon as possible. Like that, if you have any question, technical issue, you still have enough time to ask us. The eligibility check and evaluation of the applications will be by the end of May, beginning of June. So you'll know if you are a part of the program sometime in June, if you are a part, but we will also tell you if you're not accepted in the program. And yeah, the program will officially kick off on July 2025. So yeah, to sum up again, what to expect for you as a startup. So it's a financial support up to 55K. It's tailored coaching and mentorship, access to a wide range of investors and corporates, specialized trainings depending on your needs, a showcase event where you'll be able to present your startup in front of our network and mostly investors. And of course, a supportive community of funders, investors, and industry leaders. So now it's the time for the family picture. So if you can, like, if you agree to be shared on social media, if you can put on your camera like that, we can do a screen of the today's meeting. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Thank you. So now it's time for the Q&A. So you can open your mic and raise your hand if you have a question, if you want to ask us something. We already have some questions in the chat, but we have answered most of it, I think. So yeah, do not hesitate to raise your hand and ask your question. I can see that, Sarah, you can activate your mic.
Hello, and
Hello.
thank you. Thank you for giving us quite thorough overview about the application. We had a review about the different areas regarding the nation categorization of different areas. But is this application categorize participants according to the nation categories or areas? Because, for example, I'm from Norway, but I have gotten this information that the area the company is not the same level of the rest of the country. So how we supposed to consider the development level? Is it the regional or the national?
I don't know, Joanna, if you'd like to answer.
Yeah, I can reply. So we use the European Innovation Scoreboard classification on a national level, so country-based, not regional. Country-based classification. So we take into consideration where the company is established, the country.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. We have a question from Dimitri in the chat. So you have submitted your application because you'll receive an email to confirm we've received your application. So it's quite yeah. I don't know if there is more. Veronica, yeah, you can ask your question. Hi.
Hi, thank you for the clarification and the information of the call. I just wanted to ask, there are 3 areas, is AgriTech, ClimateTech, and GreenTech. Is it, do we have to choose one, or is it better if we can, because if we have a product that can goes to more than one, Is it better, or is it just better to focus in one?
In the application form, like we will like classify your solution as one of this sector, but you have to identify to one or more. It's not a problem, I think. But Joanna, I don't know if
if your solution applies to more than one of these three sectors, that's fine. You don't need to just focus on one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sorina, I can see you have a question.
Yes, thank you very much. I have a question regarding the eligibility criteria. It was written on the slide TRL 6 to 8 and at least 300K in funding. We have to train pilot customers to deliver TRL 6, actually 7 during the summer, but we only have 250K in funding now. Maybe it will be by the time the project starts, we'll have 300K. But I don't know if we are eligible to participate. So right now, officially, TRL 5, it's all reached because we have the results published on the EC Horizon platform. But practically 6, 7, it will be generated, it will be reached together. And they are going to reach according to the plans, and we have funding for this to be done during the summer when the weather allows it.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe I can answer this, Alex. Yeah. So
sorry.
Thank you. No, thank you for your question. So regarding the transversal criteria, you should meet at least one of those. You can either meet the maturity level or the funding stage at the time of application. So when you submit your application, you should have a product market fit with a TRL 6 to 8 and validated by initial clients. This does not mean that the initial clients must be paying customers, but you need to show some traction about the solution. Or the funding stage, and meaning that you have raised at least 300K from both public and private funding. So one of these two should be met at the application stage. So when you submit the application.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Katerina, I think you have a question.
Yes, thank you.
Hello.
I actually have two questions, if you don't mind.
Mm.
One is the list of eligible costs for the first and the second phase. Do we understand correctly that operational costs as related to rent, for instance, or salaries are not covered within the both phases? And my second question is related to the selection or to the second phase. So how is it going to be? The first phase is clear. You have a team of evaluators. You know how you're going to select these 10 startups for the second phase. Who will do it? Whether the new application form will be submitted or it will be on the level on the basis of the deliverables in the first place. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Joanna, I don't know if you want to start or...
Yeah, I will start. So regarding the second question, how the evaluation will be done. So for the phase 2, evaluation committee team will be formed to evaluate the strategic action plans that were developed by the 20 startups in the first phase. So they evaluate this action plan together with also having in mind the WeRise objectives, the program objectives, and they will score the application. So the application consists of the strategic action plan that the startups will develop in phase 1. So again, 2 independent evaluators will be assigned to each proposal and will perform the evaluation. And the top ranked ones will be the ones selected to enter the phase 2. And the first question, if you can repeat again, sorry.
Me too.
The first question was related to the eligible costs. Are there any operational costs such as rent, for instance, office rent or salaries considered eligible under the program? Thank you.
So maybe Alex, if you go to the slide with the funding part.
Yeah.
So for phase 2, we consider the amount or the funding that will be received by the startups can be used to any of these activities. So demonstration, for example, demonstration activities or further development of the process of the product, and these can include personal costs, so persons dedicated to these activities. And the indirect costs associated with that. So like rent of paying rent for the facilities is considered an indirect cost and can be included as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Michael, you have a question?
Yeah, hello. So yes, hello again. So I'm sorry I had this meeting with the customers, with clients. So I came in a little bit late. I missed the beginning. So, but I mean, we are very interested, and we are already working into agrotechnology project, and our TRL should be I'm not sure exactly, but it should be around like 8, because we're already on the market, and we already have paying customers around Europe for different types of projects, including CSR, ESG, and we are directly connected with a very interesting agriculture project, agrotechnology in Romania, in Eastern Europe, and in France. So that's our the country where we are from, Barcelona and Paris as well. I just wanted to understand the overall, if it's not too much asked to repeat, but the overall framework, the time that's left for to answer to that call. How much time is left? That's one question, because I missed. I'm sorry, I missed the beginning. Because we're still a small team, and we are just coming in a lot of clients, and it's very hard for us to to keep up. And yes, thank you very much.
Yes, it will be on May 14th.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I was. Yes. So so that's okay. Kickoff. It's July, so we have like a month and something to send out the.
Yeah, you still
content.
have, like, the open call is closing on May 14th, and with the time
Yes.
of the evaluation and eligibility check, the
Yes.
program will kick off on July 2025.
All right. Okay. So all right. So so it's usually it was a lot of work to fulfill those grants, and so we see that we have like a month and but that's okay, a month and a half, right? Yes. Okay,
Yeah, 5 weeks approximately, I think.
5 weeks. Okay. So it should, yeah, it should do well. Okay, fine. And so in this program, is it only a grant, or do we have access to something else like accelerators or partnerships or something like that? Because this would be also very, very useful.
Do you want me to go, Alex, to explain? So yeah, we write, so it's structured in 2 phases. So phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 will select 20 startups, and then in phase 2 we'll select 10 of the most promising startups from phase 1. So both phases will have a part of funding and a part of support program. So a series of activities that will support the startups throughout their growth journey.
Okay, and since it is woman oriented, and we are like mixed company, like so is it because we have leaders, women leaders, and males also. So is it I mean, is it changing anything, or?
Yeah, so the eligibility criteria,
Yes.
maybe if you go, so the first eligibility criteria is that it should be a woman-led startup. So a startup that has a woman
As a co-founder, okay,
CEO,
fine.
CTO, or CSO.
Or CSO. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine then. All right. Well, that's all. That was all my questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Michael.
you. I don't know if Veronica, yeah. can I activate your mic?
Hi again. I have another question. I've been going through the application, and is there any limitation? I can see in some sections there is 1 page or 2 pages of a limit to write the application, but is it any word limitation about how much should we write?
It's an indication for us, like for you, sorry, to write, but it's just like a maximum amount, but you can. There is no limitation in the form. It's just an indication for you.
Okay. Is it better to be short and concise, or is it better to explain more?
I mean, I think it was an indication from Giuseppe from Fast Track, so I think it's better if you can approximately be around the what we've written, and
in the sections that there is nothing.
in the section. Sorry. In the sections there is nothing. No, you can. I think like most of the people be concise, but give some details. Like we can really understand what you and clearly understand what you do, and why you are matching the. Like we have to understand really what you are doing.
And the other question is, so we focus more on the technical part or in the commercial part, or a little bit of mixture?
It's a mix of both. So technical part to understand the deep tech part of the solution or the startup, and as well as the sectors AgriTech, GreenTech, and ClimateTech, but also the business development part to understand your business stage, the maturity of the startup, and so on.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know if there is more question. The chat, I think we've answered everything. Yeah. If that's it for today, I think we can just wait like 2 or 3 minutes. And anyway, if you have a question in mind, you can send us email directly or to info@werise.eu, and we'll try to answer as soon as possible. And if you have technical issue, you can contact me directly. But if it's more about eligibility criteria and things like that, you can ask us on the info@werise.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we have one question in the chat. What if we have market traction, customer already, but TRL5? Yeah. So
So I would say, maybe I can answer this. So I would say to validate the exactly TRL5, because usually TRL5 is very, very, very early stage to have market traction. So maybe the classification that you have right now does not correspond to the actual TRL level. So just validate it. But yeah, if you have traction, you probably are in the TRL level superior to TRL5.
Thank you, Rana.
Okay.
I think someone is writing in the chat. No, it was. I wanted to say thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So,